Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.
Welcome back to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina, and I'm Laura Guttridge. Now we'd like to take several moments to thank a few of our sponsors. First of all, we'd like to thank Valerie and Sarah from Salon V for providing us with our lovely hairstyles today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you very much.
And they're located on the corner of 17th Street and Indian River Drive in the Edwards building. So please stop by and see them. And also we'd like to thank Jasmine's Boutique for providing Josefina with some of the outfits you'll see her wearing occasionally on the show, and they are on Ocean Drive, across from Palm Court.
Very good.
Now that we got that out of the way, on with the lesson today. Acknowledge your positive past.
Yes.
Well, you know, I think it's a very good idea not to just dwell and remember, because we can't help but to think about the mistakes that we've made in our life. But, you know, when you keep remembering that, it starts to work on your mind, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Because we always tend to dwell on the negative and not on the positive.
Exactly.
Which is a big mistake.
Exactly. Yes.
We should, you know, according to your lesson, consciously focus and celebrate your successes, and they don't have to be huge. You know, they can be small successes. You talk about in the lesson literally writing down 5 accomplishments that we had made in, like, say, the last week.
Exactly.
And you find that a lot of your clients have a hard time coming up with 5 accomplishments.
Absolutely.
It's because they're expecting, you know, these big things. And it's like, I didn't, you know, do anything that great, but they can be minor, right? Like,
absolutely.
Such as,
there is not such a thing as big successes and small successes. It's like miracle. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. So people have a misunderstanding that a success has to be huge, really, really, really big. Well, success is very simple things. It's like what you were telling me just before we started taping, that you promised to your friends. Tell me that story again.
I promised them 6 months ago that I'd made some scrapbooks of some parties we had, and they were wonderful scrapbooks, and they wanted copies, and it's kind of a hassle, but I thought, oh, I'll get around to it, and but I let 6 months go by. Finally, I woke up one morning, and I said, I have some free time, I'm going to go and get these scrapbooks copied, going to put in the books and give them to my friends. And I did it, and it felt so good. I got it done.
That is a victory. That is an achievement. That is success. How did you feel after you did that?
You feel good, because it was hanging over my head before.
Absolutely.
You know, and then you always think, well, maybe the person will just forget about it, but they don't forget.
No, they won't forget about it. And it becomes an energy sucker, because what you said, it keep hanging over your head. So you're constantly thinking, I have to do that. So it drains your energy.
Right.
And then it's a waste of your time and your energy. So that's why every time you make a promise, you say, I'm going to do something, then you do it, because it's going to jeopardize your success. And you felt good after you did it.
Absolutely.
So that shows you that success doesn't have to be a huge achievement. Anything that you do during your day that you did well, that's success. That's an achievement.
And you know, it kind of reminded me of something else. I like writing letters, like to Congress. I'm an advocate for animals, and I'm always writing letters with complaints. And whenever a representative or someone in Congress does something good, I never write a letter to them and thank them for that.
Exactly.
It's like I'm always focusing on the negative, but they should be patted on the back when they do something good.
Absolutely. And what happened when you tell somebody, wow, you did a good job, that's a motivation, an incentive, and that person the next time wants to do even better. So we do it backwards. We always mention the negative part of it, and we don't look at the big picture and what is positive, what is good. So that was so important that to develop your self-esteem and your self-confidence, then you look back into your past, and this is the only time when we do that, to see all the things that you accomplished in your life, all your successes, and it's what is called the flashback technique. Then you look at that, and then that motivates you and encourages you to try again and do it again, or try something new.
Right. So, you know, we write the 5 for the week, but then for the whole life, it's 100, right?
Right.
So that takes a little more time.
Well, see, because if I ask you, please, Laura, write 100 successes in your life, most people think, oh my God, no way, I haven't even achieved that many, not even 5. Well, that's a misunderstanding.
Right.
That's how people underestimate their achievements.
Right.
Because you start from the time you were born, hey, you came out and you made it to the first grade. You know, or kindergarten. You were successful. From kindergarten, you went to first grade, and then you went to elementary school, and then you went to high school, and then you went to college. Those are successes.
Right, they're all
because
milestones.
Without one, you cannot go to the next one.
Right.
But for instance, you have great parents. That's a success. You have a great family, great parents. You got married. You have a happy, healthy marriage,
Right.
and you keep yourself in good shape, and you eat right. Those are successes. So people underestimate, and they think, well, I'm not successful. No, the little things makes you the person you are today.
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
It is, and so if you think of it in those terms, you feel much more successful, and you realize you have a much more successful life.
Absolutely.
You know, I was focusing on the affirmation earlier, and it made me wonder about the comfort zone that you talk about, and it's just out of our reach.
Right.
And that's a good thing. It's not good to be just, you know, happy and content. And I remember from one of my philosophy classes, I think it was the philosopher Soren Kierkegaard, he talked about a successful human being is never content.
Absolutely. Praise the Lord. Can I get a witness?
So it reminded me sort of your affirmation.
Absolutely.
That if we want to be successful, we have to always be eager to take that venture out to reach more.
And that's what's so dangerous. When you reach a certain age and you feel my life is over. It's completely the opposite. Whether you are 50, 80, 70, it doesn't mean that your life is over, that you cannot accomplish new things. Remember what I said in the beginning of the opening of the show, that when you had that fundamental, intrinsic desire to learn and develop, then you embrace that. So you always becoming, you always changing.
Right.
So that's exactly what you're saying. So
Right.
go ahead.
And well, I was thinking on a lighter note.
Yes.
You talk about hanging up trophies and pictures and diplomas and things. You know, I love to hang pictures of myself in the house,
yes.
but it makes me feel so conceited.
Well, because Laura, we've been trained to do that, to
Right.
feel, well, don't blow your own horn,
Right, right.
or you're getting a big head, or who the heck you think you are. Well, if you don't do that, to put your pictures, your medals, your trophy,
Right.
the things that make you successful, when you look at that, that motivates you and encourages you, and it boosts your self-esteem and your self-confidence.
Right.
So don't go with the old way of thinking, don't blow your own horn. If you want to, do it.
I'm going to.
Yes, baby.
Heck with what everyone else thinks.
Oh,
I think it's
unfortunately,
time.
the time has gone by. We're taking a break. We'll be right back with a lesson. Bye, baby. Mwah!
Bye, sweetie.
Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.